even of the book. In the book, debt is 12.5 trillion. There are other semantics you hear flying around. One is called securitization. Securitization is an illegal debt of 175 billion already taken. It was nowhere in the budget. There's no document anywhere about securitization. The banks who participated, they also need to learn a lesson that when time for repayment comes, they'll have to look for the people they talked to. If they'll not be around, they know what to do. The second debt that is illegal is called Talanta Board. The stadiums you see, Kenya borrowed 44.5 billion Kenya shillings through a board. But the interest rate for that money in 15 years, the interest rate alone is 100 billion Kenya shillings. That is why the Talanta Stadium you see, we are told the value, the cost is 44.5 billion. The real cost is over 145 billion Kenya shillings. And I challenge anyone, including the National Treasury, challenge my figures. Because as I said yesterday, facts are like a lion. When you have a lion, you unleash it. You don't need to defend it. It will defend itself. And that is what facts do. Now, besides that, borrowing, as I finish, Sam. Now, Kenyans will say, but we see many things, this happening. This is what I'm going to conclude with. Kenya is borrowing 3.5 billion every day. It's borrowing 1.25 trillion every year. That is the money President Kibaki borrowed in 10 years. But everything you see with your eyes is not part of that borrowing. The Nairobi-Nakuru expansion is not part of that debt. That is your money that you contribute to NSSF. That the government has forced NSSF to invest that money. Then they'll collect their money using toll. So we need to ask government, the money you raise through infrastructure board, where is the money going to? Others will talk about Talanta Stadium. Talanta Stadium, as I said, is not part of the borrowing that I have enumerated. That is another illegal debt, as it happened in Senegal in the last term. The smart city you see in Nairobi happening is also not part of your revenue that you generate as taxes. That is money from South Korea. The expansion of Gong Road that you are seeing, including the many barabara ya ghorofa munaona zinajengwa, that is also not your taxes. That is Japanese money. The programs you hear the government launching, including Nyota, that they had jacked the other day, that is also not your taxes. That is money from World Bank. So the question is, as we talk